Yes, Mayor David Cohen, this is Chrissy Long with the Newton Tab.
Hi.
My first question, actually all my questions lie in the Newton North area.
Yes.
My first question is, what impact will the added cost of Newton North have on city finances?
Well, as I said at the meeting, I will be presenting that in the middle of February when we get more definitive cost numbers. I can say that they will not have an impact on the fiscal '09 budget, nor on our need to have an override in fiscal 2009, an operating override, which based on the school committee's budget and the city's projected deficit, we were absolutely going to need additional funds in order to maintain the level of services that I think people in this city are accustomed to.
Could it have an impact on future capital projects?
Again, I think the main impact it will have is that we always knew that we were going to have to engage in a series of overrides, or that we would need an override to do the entire elementary school project list, which is quite extensive and involves the construction of at least 3 buildings, new construction of at least 3 buildings, and the renovation of at least 9 others. What this will mean is that somewhat more of those projects will have to be done through an override.
And do you still consider Newton North affordable?
Yeah, I think that moving forward with Newton North is really the only alternative. That right now, if there is no question we cannot do nothing. If we do that, we risk the possibility of decertification of that building, and certainly the many complaints about conditions at North that we have been hearing throughout the early part of this decade will come back to meet us with an even greater impact if we fail to do anything on North. And I believe that ultimately the cost of doing nothing now will be much greater than what we're projecting for Newton North presently. And similarly, if we were to make a major change in direction and look once again at the alternatives of renovation and the so-called hybrid version. The hybrid version cost about 80% of what a full building, a new building would cost anyway. So that cost has gone up proportionately, and it would take us at least another 3 years to get back to the same position we are now. 3 years more of delay and of cost increase if we were to change course in this and change direction at this moment. So I think that the best thing to do long-term for the city is to continue along this path. We are scheduled to start the foundation for this building in February. We are scheduled to get structural steel on site in June. The best plan is to continue along with that schedule. It will result in the best building, and also in the long run, it is the least expensive alternative that is open to us now. There are no other practical alternatives.
Yes, but can the city afford it?
I believe I've answered that, and I believe that we can.
And then last question, there have been allegations that the executive department has not managed this project as effectively that they could. do you think you could be doing a better job with the project?
Well, I think that the management team that we have, I would say two things. First of all, I think that the management team that we have is top-notch. The design is excellent, and the construction firm that we've hired to carry it out is one of the most highly regarded in New England. Also, I would say I think we've done a very good job of getting through sort of the Newton process. Don't forget, it took us a year to get from conceptual drawings to the end of conceptual drawings to the point where we got the final approval from the final municipal sign-off. I think that things went well during that time, and that we have a better building because of the input of our Board of Aldermen and our Design Review Committee and even the referendum. But it did take time, and time is money. The other thing, and I think this is the most important thing, is that it is not going to move us forward to begin recriminating. I think that we are far better off banding together to try to find the best way of moving forward with this project, and the pointing the fingers at one another will not move us forward. So I think that it is important that we keep our eye on the prize, continue to move forward, and work together to build a new Newton North. And as I say, we are on the brink of starting the foundation. We are moving forward. The plan is an excellent one. It was one that is the product of, as I say, a year of vetting, and is better for that vetting. The project that the board approved, the plans that the board approved, is the project that we are now building, and we are ready to build it. There is no other project that can be built in the immediate horizon. So again, I think the best way of dealing with this issue is to keep moving forward, and it does not move us forward to point fingers at one another.